Jason and Jabari. Jason and Jabari.
Alrighty, what's up guys? This is Jason from the Jason and Jabari Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing the first rank 4 champion that I was able to do thanks to participating in the Heart of Fire unit and cash offers. So I think I'm able to do 6 rank 4s total. So this is going to be the first of 6. So I actually did do this voiceover for this, but I lost the footage. So I am redoing a voiceover post all my rank ups. So anyway, this rank up is largely to help out my alliance's prestige. It was not a requirement, but we want to maintain kind of top 45, a little bit lower than that for AQ, since we get Radiance doing AQ and we do the highest maps. So we want to kind of stay competitive in that area. So it wasn't just about prestige. Also, I wanted this champion to be beneficial in AW and Battlegrounds as well. So I had some thinking to do. I did get a screenshot sheet from the homie Jock. So I appreciate that. I told him personally when he sent it to me a while back that I appreciated it. And I was looking at like kind of the top 20 prestige champions and kind of how many SIGs I would need to get them to max SIG and things of that nature. But as you can see, I have quite a few different options to choose from. And like I said, this will be the first of many rank 4 take ups, and then we'll take this champion into a quest. Well, not a quest, but kind of a long format and test this champion out. But like I said, I was looking for a champion that had really good prestige, that was pretty solid on Battlegrounds or in Battlegrounds, as well as AW if I needed to, potentially a dual threat. And I think I found the champion that I was looking for. And I don't know how much time I actually utilized talking about my options, but some of the options that I was hinting around was Photon, Negasonic. She actually has really solid prestige. For those of you guys who didn't know, she's in the top 20. Dark Phoenix, obviously she's I think top 5. And that's who I end up choosing for the first choice of rank 4 champions. Reason being, she's already SIG 200, so I don't need to do anything but just take her up. She is extremely solid for Battlegrounds. She can be problematic, and offensively I don't think people are giving her enough credit for her offensive capabilities. I think she can be a potential really good option as a dual threat as time progresses and more people learn how to utilize her rotation and stuff like that, because she does do Nova Flames, which not a lot of champions are immune to. On the special one, you get a power gain buff, plus you get a unstoppable buff, so that way you can use that as an opening to get more hits in, to get you back to a special one, and you can spam that a few times to ramp her up essentially. I'm not an expert in this champion just yet by any stretch of the imagination, but this did raise our prestige by quite a bit. So this took us up to 35,660. So that's a substantial jump in a prestige bump for us. So hopefully that's going to help my alliance. I'm actually going to do more for our prestige as you guys see more videos, so my prestige is even higher. So stay tuned for those videos. But I think we end up going into the Labyrinth of Legends, and we end up taking on Star-Lord, if I'm not mistaken. Now I think actually I think I throw on a Wags if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I do, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I'm probably wrong about that. Um, because I don't know if she. Well, I definitely threw it on though initially, I believe. Yeah. So I'm looking for Wags. I'm going to attempt to throw it on. I don't actually know if it does anything for her now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't think Dark Phoenix is a hero. So I could be wrong, but we're going to find out together. But that was the intent of me getting a Wags, because your parries and your stun duration gets lower and lower every time you do a normal parry. But the thought process initially when I did this was to throw on the guidance so I could get the passive stun and then be able to freely do my combos. So here we go. Star-Lord has 3.3 million health, so this is going to be um, a longer fight, but it's going to be a satisfying fight for me nonetheless. So you want to build up your hit combo with those little ember flames kind of under her right there. You want to build those up to 15. That's kind of max ramp for her. And then when you throw off your special 3, you get a couple of those that stay kind of permanently. And you also do your incinerates, and you're going to be replacing those with more of your combos and things like that. She's not that challenging to use, but she is very fun to play. He is just absolutely melting. I did use the unstoppable there, and we do have the 15. So we built all the way up. I think I'm gonna go for a special 3 here here in just a second, and then we're going to just fire off, I think, special 1s and special 2s from that point forward. But he's absolutely melting, man. It hasn't been that long, and he's going down quite nicely. I do need to pay attention to see if the WAG stuck or not, but so far I haven't really needed it, and no, it didn't. So that's what I thought. So disregard me being a smart person and thinking that WAGs worked there, because I just probably wasn't thinking and just trying to hurry up and get into the fight. But that's fine. No worries. So here he kind of waited it out. I wanted him to come at me, but he actually didn't, so I just ended up intercepting him. Now we have to bait out the SP2, but things are going great. You definitely want to end in your medium attacks to help recharge her, so to speak. And yeah, man, he's just dropping. He's down to 50% of his health. And like I said, the only thing we're going to be spamming now is SP1s and SP2s. When we throw off our SP2, it does take away from some of our ramp, so we have to re-ramp back up to 15. But that's absolutely fine. It's really not a problem. And he's just, I mean, he is literally getting, I'm going to say in quotations, nuked, right? I think some of the matchups that she can work for in Battlegrounds, I have to test these matchups outside of course, class advantage matchups such as like FAM and stuff like that. But I do remember Stonehenge nuking my Maestro with her. I don't know how he did that, but I think she has potential. So let me know what you guys think about Dark Phoenix. I personally do like the champion. I think she is useful and is a dual threat. Not can be, but is a dual threat. But let me know if you agree or disagree. The only thing I ask is that you be respectful in the comments below. And yeah, man, if you could like and subscribe, tell your friends about us to help us grow. That greatly helps us out. I most certainly do appreciate it. And like I said, we will have more rank ups coming probably in the next few videos. But until then, you guys take care. Peace.